If you open LinkedIn today, you're guaranteed to see the word agentic plastered across every third profile. Agentic expert, AI agent developer. This trend is driven by a massive deception. Companies are labeling old chatbots and rigid software automations as agents to justify a premium price. For freelancers, business owners, or employees, this marketing trick has real consequences. Falling for the hype leads to wasted investment in tools that lack the capabilities you actually need to stay competitive. Generative AI, AI agents, and agentic AI represent a specific progression, 3 dependent steps on a technological ladder, where each new layer is built directly onto the last. Mastering the boundaries of these 3 levels is the only way to distinguish a dressed-up chatbot from a system that can actually do the work. Level 1 is generative AI. Models like ChatGPT or Claude operate as high-speed prediction engines. They have ingested a massive amount of AirNet data to predict the next logical word in a sequence, making them incredible brainstorming partners. But this brain has 3 specific limitations. First, it lacks hands. It can draft a flawless email or suggest a flight itinerary, but it cannot actively hit send or book the ticket. Second, it operates with a goldfish memory. At its core, generative AI is stateless. Every time you open a new chat, it starts with a blank slate and 0 context from your previous interactions. Third, it offers absolute confidence with 0 guarantee of accuracy. It will rarely refuse an answer, which often leads to hallucinations, where it confidently invents false information. Imagine you are planning a wedding. Generative AI is the highly intelligent friend who can instantly draft a perfect 10-course catering menu. But that same friend cannot actually pick up the phone to book the caterer. Generative AI is a brilliant brain trapped in a box. It depends entirely on a human operator to act as its hands in the real world. We step up to level 2 by giving that brain a pair of hands. An AI agent uses the generative model as its core reasoning engine, but adds specific architectural components required to take autonomous action. This diagram shows the first critical addition: tools. The AI engine is given direct access to external capabilities, connecting to software icons like a web browser, a calculator, or an email client. The second addition is memory. These visual data packets flowing back and forth allow the system to retain context from its own actions, tracking which steps succeeded and which failed. The vital differentiator here is the loop. Unlike a rigid automation tool that follows a fixed path, an AI agent operates in a continuous cycle. It thinks about the problem, takes an action, observes the result, and loops back to think again. When an agent observes a failure, the data flow reverses to the central node. It analyzes why the action failed and dynamically routes down a new path to try again. In our wedding example, the AI agent acts like a professional planner. It researches a caterer, observes that the price is way over budget, and autonomously loops back to find a cheaper alternative without asking you what to do next. Think of an AI agent as a relentless digital employee, one that iterates through a problem until the final goal is met. Even a smart digital employee has limits. A single agent cannot manage a massive, multidisciplinary project like an entire wedding or building a complex software platform. Agentic AI functions as a complete organizational architecture. This hierarchy of interconnected nodes is managed by a top-level controller that oversees the entire project. The process begins with planning. The system takes your high-level prompt and fractures that goal into smaller, actionable data packets for the lower-tier nodes to handle. Then comes specialization. Each node operates as a specialist. One might be a researcher, another a coder, and another a reviewer. Finally, orchestration manages the timing. The system ensures the reviewer node doesn't start working until the coder node has successfully completed its task. If you request a new app, the agentic system manages specialized front-end, back-end, and QA agents, coordinating them to build and test the software simultaneously. At this level, your role shifts from a prompter to a CEO. You provide the high-level directives, and the digital company handles the execution. Despite the complexity, agentic AI is a far cry from artificial general intelligence. These systems still require massive compute power, they still hallucinate, and they frequently get stuck in logic loops. Because these systems require human oversight to catch those errors and design the workflows, the competitive advantage shifts to the person in the captain's chair. The real value lies in the human ability to assemble and oversee the entire ladder. You can categorize any new tool with a 3-second test. Question 1. Does it only provide ideas and text? If so, you're using generative AI. Question 2. Does it use external tools and an autonomous loop to finish a specific task? That's an AI agent. Question 3. Is it a team of specialized systems collaborating on a massive project? That is Agentic AI. The path forward isn't about writing the perfect chatbot prompt. It's about identifying which 20% of your repetitive tasks can be delegated to these digital layers and learning how to manage them.